This is Chemistry 1, Unit 4, Lesson 4, video number 3 on ionic bonding. So we're going to start looking at how we can represent ionic bonding. So the first thing we're going to do is look at a group 1 metal reacting with a group 17 non-metal to form an ionic compound. So we're going to look at lithium and fluorine. And the equation for this, and I'm not too worried that you know the equation, is lithium plus fluorine yields something called lithium fluoride. This is something we're going to look at in our next unit. But the formula for lithium fluoride is LiF because each lithium atom loses one electron while each fluoride atom gains one electron. What we're going to do is use electron dot diagrams to represent the neutral atoms and the ions that they form and the compound. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to draw lithium. And we're going to draw its dot diagram. Lithium is in group 1, so it has one dot. Fluorine is in group 17. And according to our periodic table, it has 7 valence electrons. So we're going to put 7 dots around fluorine, and that's what it should look like. So we know lithium wants to get rid of its dot, and fluorine needs one more dot. It wants to gain. So we're going to draw a circle around this electron, and we're going to show it going to the empty spot over here on fluorine. They're both going to be happy now because lithium really wants to get rid of that electron. Fluorine really wants to gain one, so it's a match made perfectly. So lithium, when it loses that one, is not going to have any more dots around it and is going to be +1. And then I'm going to put a bracket around it to show that it's an ion. Fluorine is now going to have all 8 dots, and because it gained one, is going to be -1. So that's how we show this compound being formed. One thing you can always do to check the charges must add up to 0. +1 -1 is 0. These compounds are going to be neutral. So we're going to turn the page and we're going to look at a second example. Here we're going to look at a group 2 metal reacting with a group 17 non-metal. The formula for beryllium fluoride is BeF2 because each beryllium atom loses 2 electrons and each fluorine atom gains 1. Therefore, we need 2 fluorine atoms for every 1 beryllium atom. It gives us our ratio. So if we looked at the electron dot diagrams for these, beryllium has 2 dots and fluorine needs 1. So we're going to have 2 fluorine atoms for every 1 beryllium. So 1 electron here goes to this fluorine atom, and the second one goes to this one. So we're going to show this as follows. We're going to put beryllium in the middle, and beryllium does not have any more dots, so it doesn't have any around it, and it's going to be +2 since it lost 2 electrons. Each fluorine I'm going to put on either side. Doesn't matter if it's top or bottom. And it's going to be -1. Because each fluorine gained 1. So the charge is -1 + 2 -1 is 0. And the other thing is the number of dots on each side should be equal. So if we count the number of dots, we had 7 and 7, 14, 15, 16. Here we have 8, 0, and 8, 16. So the number of dots is the same on both sides.